Good Thursday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Alders, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. So happy that you're here. It is the day after Christmas. I hope you had a blessed holiday. I hope Santa was good to you. If you were on the naughty list, kids, you can always start today. Today could be the new beginning, a new start. And I guess some might call this, it's not Cyber Monday. It's not Small Business Saturday. Maybe it's just Gift Card Thursday. Did you just make that up? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe it's Gift Card Thursday and you've got some gifts that you want to go purchase with the gift cards you got over the holiday. That's okay, because today's Thursday is a great day to do it. We're going to have a pretty quiet day. It's going to be pretty warm relative to the season. We hit 58 yesterday. We should be pretty close to that today. I have us now at 59 degrees this afternoon. We'll be close to 60. A little bit of fog in the gray areas. I'm looking at Granger County, Union County. There might be some pockets of fog around Hancock County, not far from Sneedville, Kyles Ford, or even back toward Tazewell, New Tazewell, in terms of visibility. But here are the temperatures here at 6:41. It's the 26th of December. Where did the time go, you might be wondering? Well, it's 34 in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. We've got 41 in Rockwood, and it's 39 in Oak Ridge, 38 officially at McGee-Tyson Airport. If you've got a temperature and you're up early and you're like, what in the world? I thought it was a holiday. It technically is still, everyone's on mental break. Even if you have to go back to the office today, you probably are not fully checked in. That's just my guess. Anyway, good morning, says Danny. He says, good morning, David. Sure hope you had a wonderful day and hope you had a great Christmas. I did. And I was surrounded by family and friends, and that's what's important. Go Vols. Karen says, good morning, David. I hope you all have a great, this is from Karen, I hope you had a great Christmas holiday. She notes that it's rather toasty. It's a good word. Toasty in late December here in Fairfield Glade at 43 degrees. And I got a note from Fred. He says, good morning. He's reporting 39 degrees. He's got the sunshine in Maryville. I think we're going to find a good blend of the two, though, Fred, today. We'll keep an eye on that. And we have some severe weather concerns for our friend Stephen, who has strong ties to East Tennessee, but he's in the Houston area. Houston, Texas might have some severe storms. We'll be talking about that. But he says, good morning. Glad to have Stephen here. Hope he is mindful. And I know he is. He's very in tune with the weather in southeast Texas. Temperature right now, 37 in Middlesboro. It is 40 degrees in Wartburg. And we have 43 degrees in Crossville, Lake Tansy, and 39 in Oneida, Scott County. I want to say good morning to you. It is now 6:42. Naturally, if you have a wind, then you get a wind chill. It's kind of like a bonus sometimes this time of year. But a lot of us have calm winds, which is represented by 0 miles an hour. That's no wind at all. Some might have a little bit of a breeze, but it might feel still like it's pretty close to 37 in Maryville and maybe 40 or so in Jamestown. Not much in the way of wind in the Smokies either. It seems to be less than 12 miles per hour. Temperatures right now at 50 in Nashville. I have to show you this because there's a huge dichotomy, or maybe just a big split. I like that word better. A big split between west and east. It's warmer out west. It's 54 Memphis. It's 38 in Johnson City and Knoxville. So there is some warm air trying to move in here, and with the southwest breeze, they're pushing those temperatures up. I think today's winds will be pretty light and variable. But don't be surprised if we finish the day in the upper 50s, much like we did yesterday on Christmas Day. Wind chills around the region are pretty absent. I mean, there's a few, Columbia, South Carolina, chilly at 36. But it feels like 39 in hot Atlanta, maybe not as hot this time of year down in central Georgia. So those are the wind chill temperatures. I'm going to show you the radar. We had some passing sprinkles, I guess you could call it that, through parts of southeast Kentucky over the last 6 hours. Maybe a little drop of rain or some virga that moved over Oneida. That's the rain that doesn't even reach the ground. It shows up on the radar. Radar does a great job seeing it, but it doesn't always verify at the surface, because it evaporates oftentimes, and that's how dry this atmosphere has been. But you can clearly see from the gray areas, we're going to have some clouds this morning, but we're also going to find a blend of hazy sunshine. So I think we'll find a good blend of the two. Clouds, hazy, sun, highs around 59 degrees. And there it is. 59. You said 56 yesterday. I know. But the way things are trending, I think we're probably going to be more on the mark. We'll be closer to 60 than we will 55 or 56. There might be some 55s around Crossville. There might even be a 56 in Jonesville, but most of us should be in the upper 50s today. Got some other notes from you. Good morning. So glad that you're here. And I have been Somebody asked me about my fighting of this cold and cough. I've been drinking lots of liquids, orange juice, water, and of course zinc and all the other things too that was recommended. I think it's a good idea. Anyway, as I look at the temperatures, yesterday we hit 58. Started off at 29, so it was cold enough for snow on Christmas morning. It just didn't snow. We didn't get snow on Christmas. Doesn't mean it was like it didn't ruin the holiday, although some might say it did because it didn't match the song. That song, I'll tell you what, it's been the albatross of every weather person in history. Anyway, 74, the record high today. We're nowhere close. Yes, we'll be near 60, but nowhere near 74. That occurred during the Obama administration, 2015. The record low was 1 from 1983, back when Ronald Reagan was in office. So there you have it. Again, very changeable weather. Obviously, the new year will be here before you know it, and I think the weather will change again on a dime. Don't be surprised if we're talking winter in a harsh way going into January 2025. All right, so those are the highs. 58 Morristown. Look for a high of 61 in Sevierville. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza doesn't show any of that rain that might have passed by overhead last night in the plateau. A lot of it has moved away, and most of what we're going to see, there's a couple of sprinkles. You see what I mean? That hardly shows a sign of actually reaching the ground. I'm looking toward Jamestown. Let's rewind the tape once again. It was like, what, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning? There it is. A couple of sprinkles trying to form, but it really was not amounting to much. By the way, if you are looking for some lunch ideas on your gift card Thursday, Hardin Valley Farragut might be a great place to have some food delivered if you're in the Maryville, Fountain City area. Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. Check them out, marcos.com. They give back to East Tennessee Children's Hospital. That's one of the big things they do, and they're community-oriented. The Magnificent Pizza, the Magnifico pepperoni is for less than $10. They have a great lunch item. If you haven't tried it, it is delicious. It's for less than $6 and very filling. I must say it's much bigger than this picture would indicate. But make sure if you get the pepperoni and sausage, that's the one on the top, that's my personal favorite. Make sure you get the dipping sauce of your choosing. I don't know if it's ranch or maybe it's marinara sauce, whatever you like to dip it in. It's really good. They have buffalo chicken, chicken bacon ranch, and they have just plain old pepperoni. But the Pizzoli is a fantastic item if you haven't checked it out. As far as the radar, it looks like all the rain's dancing around us, but that's for just now. Because once we move into tomorrow, once we move into Saturday, and especially Sunday, it's a super soggy Sunday. I mean, I haven't heard anybody call it that, but I'm going to call it that because that's what we're going to get. Probably going to see now closer to 2-3 inches of rain or more over the weekend. Well, aren't we in a drought situation? We are, and it actually could be very beneficial. But it may not necessarily make for the best outdoor plans. Clearly, it's not going to be good. But in the short term today, you've got some dry weather to get to and from the stores if that's what you're doing. Sunrise and sunset times are on your screen now. It's 6:48. Want to check in with your comments. I got some more that might be popping in. 7:45. You mean I got to wait nearly an hour before the sun? I know, isn't it awful? But we're adding like 12 seconds of daylight each day now. We've now passed the winter solstice, so hard to know it, but our days are technically getting longer. We still have 24 hours in a day, mind you, but the length of day is changing, and that always is a good thing, no doubt. Special note from Marilyn Bell. She says, good morning, everyone. Hope your Christmas was special. It was very special. Hope everyone else's Christmas was special. Thank you, Marilyn, for being here, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. Carrie Aguilar says, good morning. She's got the sunshine. Loving seeing her smiling sun emoji in her yellow rose. And I got a note from Chad Kane. Merry Christmas, David. Hope it was a good one for you. It was. And thank you for your all support. It means a lot. And, of course, we appreciate, as we go through the weather, know that it's always going to be rather changeable. In fact, I didn't have a bus stop forecast, so I thought we'd call it the out-the-door forecast. It is the 26th of December. Clouds and hazy sun will be the name of the game. But if you're headed out the door, maybe at 9 or 10, maybe it's a day off for you, and why not enjoy this day off? 44, 10 a.m. By 2 o'clock, we should be around 57. As I indicated, we should be making a run toward 59 for the afternoon high around 3 o'clock this afternoon. And if you're keeping score, which I do, I like to keep track of. This is my extended almanac. I post this quite a bit for my premium members. They like to be in the know. 13 days now 13 days below normal. So we have more blue squares than we have orange squares, which means it's been a colder than average December. Right through about Christmas, we're still running about a degree below normal. Doesn't sound like much, but that's significant. We've had 10 orange squares, which is above normal, and 2 that have been right at normal. So you keep in mind that this is just a context. And even the 11th, was it the 11th? It was. December 11th, we had a high of 56 at midnight, but we did receive 0.7 inches of snow, about 3/4 of an inch of snow. On Wednesday, between 7 and 11 in the morning, as rain changed to snow, and that's just the way it goes. But it hasn't been around since then. It took, we got that 2 weeks before Christmas. You mean it snowed 2 weeks before? It did. But Christmas was like a bah humbug for those that were dreaming of a white Christmas. Maybe you can dream of a white January, January 25th. 2025, didn't we have quite a bit of snow last January? We did. We did. Could we do it again? We might. We might. And I say that with confidence. There might be a big change coming. I hope that you're ready. By the way, the radar shows we've got fog issues in gray. That's through Iowa, through parts of the Midwest. I'm looking at Kansas. A couple of rain showers in Ohio and rain showers in Georgia, but hasn't arrived here yet. So I guess we're in the clear, at least for now. But that changes heading into the next couple of days. Knoxville rainfall, we've had nearly 4 inches. I'm looking at the white arrow. Inside the white arrows are the actual rainfall numbers that we did receive in this calendar year. I was going to say 4.6 is the normal yearly snowfall, and we've had 0.7. But if you technically add the 8.5 that we had in January to 8.5.7, so now you're well over 9 inches. Can you see what I'm getting at? You have to look at the season. We look at winter starting, December 1st. But when you look at calendar years, we're well above average for the yearly snowfall. We've had over 9 inches if you count January 2024, plus the 0.7 we got in December. Anyway, I digress. 5 inches is typical for this month. December is the second soggiest month of the year based on the normals in green, and July would be the soggiest. Usually those gully washers that we get in summertime with high dew points can typically yield much more rain, and we had precisely 5 inches of rain in July of this year, but right now we're running about 3.25 inches above normal for the year, despite the drought, which continues to persist. It is now 6:52. Let me show you the rain that we're going to get later on this weekend. You notice that this takes us through today being the 26th. I call it Gift Card Thursday because some of you are going to be cashing in all those wonderful gift cards that you received in your stocking. By the way, future rainfall by tomorrow afternoon shows it's a little heavier in the plateau and very little if you're in the Smokies. But give it a few more hours because it'll fill in. It'll fill in like so, and there's a good chance that if you don't get wet on Saturday, by Saturday night, shazam! Oh my, that's turning yellow. Well, what does that mean? That means probably over 2 inches, over 2.5 in some cases. So, I mean, could we get some big puddles? Absolutely. And that would not likely occur until Saturday night and into Sunday. So a super soggy Sunday, I think, is certainly in the offering. And again, 2 inches from the 4 that we already have would put us in above average December. That's a blessing. We haven't had more than above average rainfall since, the remnants of, not the remnants, from Helene. Tropical storm Helene is what hit us in East Tennessee. It was obviously a hurricane before it came here, but we did get 6.25 inches of rain in September. It was just that October that was exceedingly dry. But if we get another 2 inches, this takes us before the end of the year. Some of us might get another 2 inches or more between now and the 29th, which is this upcoming Sunday. By the way, if you haven't downloaded the free, did you say free? I did. Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels traffic. It now has a 10-day forecast. I mean, I love having 10-day forecast to help plan, but I don't put too much stock in day 9 or day 10 because I know things can change, but it's nice to have, especially if you're planning a trip to Disney World or some other exotic location in the Caribbean this upcoming summer. 48 hours of data. You get hour-by-hour data for 2 days now. We have improved satellite mapping, power outages, air quality alerts. I mean, this thing is loaded. It's world-class. And if you haven't downloaded the free Captain Accurate weather app, you can choose county outages or state power outages, like when we had Helene hit North Carolina. They had a lot of power outages. And we also have the drought monitor now on the app, which makes it very convenient. That comes out weekly. It's a weekly report every Thursday morning, which, by the way, will come out in about an hour and a half from now. It comes out at 8:30, and you'll find it on the app. Headlines: clouds, hazy, sun, and mild today. We can check that box. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight. No worries for rain tonight. Showers will slowly develop around midday for most on Friday. And once it's here, it's showers, storms, downpours this weekend with that super soggy Saturday night, Sunday time frame in view. It won't necessarily rain the whole time. I don't want to paint that picture. But I think there's going to be more forcing going on Saturday night, Sunday, which is the weather's going to be very unsettled Saturday night to Sunday. So if you make your plans, it'll be helpful to know what's going on. I got a couple of notes I want to check in with you. If you're on YouTube, I'm also on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, Wanda Poe is on here. She says, winter here, but feels like fall. I know you let me know when the snow gets here. She's on Team Snow. She's so excited about snow. I think she can't wait till January for many reasons, because she likes to see the snow fall. One of the interesting things, how winter can change on a dime. It's not like it's disappeared. It's just on vacation. Look at Caribou. Caribou, Maine is currently at 4 degrees. That's an actual temperature, not a wind chill. Actual temperature, where you see that purple magenta color in Vermont and upstate New York, they are also in the single digits. So winter has maybe retreated a wee bit, but there's more that's going to lock and reload as it eventually comes back down. That's just one of the things we can expect. Wind chills are 14 in Bismarck. No wind right now in Caribou, but I would imagine it feels just as bad even without the wind, because it's 4. It's 4 degrees in Caribou. We've got wind chills that are in the teens in parts of North Dakota, and imagine in some areas in purple out in the Rockies, they're also in the single digits. Valley planner for today. Let's focus on now and where we are at this moment. Clouds and hazy sun. It'll turn mild again. Yesterday was 58. I think today we'll hit 59. Some might flirt with 60, but that still puts us 10 degrees above normal. Normal high is 49 this time of year. And I really wanted to go out of my way, even though I have 80% tomorrow. It's a developing situation. It might start at 10 o'clock in the morning for the Plateau, might start at like midday for Knoxville on Friday, and then it really fills in elsewhere. But I will expect a super soggy outcome, if not Saturday, but certainly Saturday night to Sunday, because Sunday I put it up. I could have easily put 100%. When it gets that rainy and it's that dreary, some folks are ready to hibernate and cover up under the covers or turn on the fireplace if they've got the light switch. By the way, severe weather will be an issue today. Our friend Steven, who might be watching right now, he left a comment a few moments ago. But if he's still watching, down in Houston, there's scattered severe storms. There is a concern for tornadoes, about a 5% chance that a tornado could occur within 25 miles of a point. Based on the Storm Prediction Center's analysis. That would include Austin, that would include Waco, as well as parts of South Dallas. Lake Charles would be included in these areas, but nothing to worry about here because it's all happening around us for today. Tomorrow things kind of evolve a little bit. They move into parts of Mississippi and into Alabama for isolated severe storms. That's level 1 in dark green. Baton Rouge would be included, as is Jackson, Mississippi, but thunder becomes an issue, potentially general thunderstorms, possibly west of I-75 tomorrow. But come Saturday and Sunday, we're all fair game for some thunderstorms. That's also going to be on the table. Saturday, it gets a little more active again. It's suddenly like we've added a little more humidity to the fire here. Down to the south, I'm looking at Baton Rouge, I'm looking at Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, and Shreveport. They could also have some scattered severe storms. It could include some tornadoes. Memphis could get isolated severe. Jackson, Tennessee, isolated severe, and just south of Nashville. But you'll notice everybody in East Tennessee, fair game for general thunderstorms on Saturday, and that will continue on Sunday as well. It is now 6:58. My goal was to be done here in about 2 minutes, which I believe I can do. Notice that there's no rain to talk about through 5 o'clock today or tonight. 11 o'clock, it's fine. But once the warm front comes through, the little red line could spawn a few isolated showers, and it'll fill in. See what I mean? By midday, it's already knocking on the door. There it is. Are you going to let the rain in? Some of you are like, bring it on, man. I'm on a drought. I could use some rain. You're going to get some rain, and it will come in stages. Friday is just stage 1. Then the front tries to come through, and it's likely to stall, so it's actually going to allow more thunderstorms to develop, and I think you're going to find a very rainy situation with the next front coming in on Sunday. Again, this might be a bit too fast for my taste, but I think you're going to be prepared, or should be prepared, for a very soggy weekend. Today, looking for a high of 59. Clouds and hazy sun turning mild again. Winds are going to be light and variable. And as I mentioned, some of you could flirt with 60. I have Tellico Plains, Madisonville at 60. I have 61 for Newport, Cocke County, Cosby, Parisville. If you're in Sharps Chapel, Maynardville, 59. La Follette, Jacksboro, 58. And 55 for Crossville, Lake Tansey, and Fairfield Glade. 57 for Wartburg and Jamestown, and about 60 for Athens, McMinn County. If you happen to be traveling today, it's actually cooler in Atlanta, 51, and it's actually cooler in Lexington at 55. So this is probably a good place to be, about 59 for Nashville if you're headed to Music City. Partly to mostly cloudy for tonight, not as cold as it is even right now. 40 degrees, the overnight low temperature tonight, as we take a look at your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast. Starting with tonight, though, 36 would be probably one of the cooler spots. That's Middlesboro, Bell County. Look for a low of 42 in Crossville, and about 41 for Maryville, Sevierville, and Morristown for overnight lows tonight. Here is your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast with the year 2025 in view. I got the fireworks. We'll get our own fireworks with thunderstorms, maybe on Saturday and Sunday. But in the meantime, yeah, 58 tomorrow. So 2 days in the upper 50s. Then we're going to go into the 60s. So that's crazy. It's a warm front driven. But we've got a very rainy, soggy outlook for Sunday, and then more showers coming back in on Tuesday, which is, of course, New Year's Eve. Overnight lows won't be too bad, upper 30s by morning, but we'll spend most of the night in the 50s and 40s. I'd say mainly upper 40s closer to midnight, and getting cooler from that point on. But anyway, first day of the year is next Wednesday. Should be partly cloudy around 49. But it's after that point, I think temperatures are going to change, and we're going to suddenly find a whole new winter pattern. People are like, I didn't see that coming. Well, I'm telling you, it's coming. Winter is not on. It's just getting started. It's just getting started. So if you've got a comment, would love to say hi to you. By the way, if you haven't picked up, or maybe if you're not subscribing to us on YouTube, it's very easy to find. YouTube.com/@CaptainAccurate. That is a free subscription on YouTube. Just follow me along there. Of course, the app that I mentioned with Pete Michaels Traffic is engineered by Barron for critical weather intelligence. You get all the National Weather Service alerts, plus 3 extras, plus lightning alerts. Now with power outages, air quality alerts, and the drought monitor, which comes out about an hour and a half. If you want to join us on Premium, I've got the Winter Weather Outlook, which again, well, I mean, winter's just getting started. It officially started on the winter solstice, which was around the 21st, and now we're talking about a 15-minute video that I have providing to my premium members if you want to check it out. A lot of my predictions have yet to come or yet to be fulfilled, but I think they're on their way. First to see every snow forecast. If you're a premium member, you're the first to see every forecast if you're a premium member, because we like to focus on weather that goes out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks in advance, beyond the next 7 days, so that you can be prepared for trends as well as patterns that are emerging. You also get more Facebook Lives they typically see on Sunday nights, so that they can prepare for the week ahead, and they get fewer ads on premium. It's just $4.99 a month. That's a bargain. That's a great stocking stuffer. Hey, there you go. With your gift card, you could get a friend, your weather enthusiast, a Captain Accurate Weather Premium subscription. Just sample us for a month or two. I think you'll be impressed with what you get. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you here next time. Take care.